Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 10th of June. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Coles, Monadelphous, Elmos Software, Amaero and PKS Holdings. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter every week. Our best ideas though are every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor, so make sure you've subscribed to that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, please leave us a review or share them around on social media. Of course, our main business is in portfolio management, so if you want to take that extra step and have me help you directly, then open a broking account with us, give me a call and ask all about it. And all the advice here, of course, is general only. So we'll have a look at Coles over the last year. Clearly since that peak in around August last year, price action's been pretty poor. It's obviously underperformed the market. Shorter term though, we had a bit of a buy signal here at the end of April. So after this dramatic fall, sort of leveled out, and then we could see that it popped up beyond this prior peak on good volumes. That would have been a buy signal, and it's been trending well since then. Although if we just look at the weekly chart, we could see that it's basically hitting some resistance here at this old low and these prior peaks. So shorter term, yes, there's a bit of resistance there. If it can push through resistance, then I think the next level where it might encounter some problems would be near $18 here where it gapped down. Okay, Monadelphous. So it was looking all right here in April. It looked like it had sort of broken this downtrend and was getting a bit of a move on. But then we could see in May it was sold off fairly impulsively. These moves on the way down, just basically closing on their lows and covering quite a bit of ground in a short period of time, unfortunately on big volumes. So at the moment it seems like it's trying to hold on near this March low, but it's not looking very convincing at the moment, really struggling to do anything here. So if it was me, I'd rather not be holding something like this. It looks like it wants to head back towards this previous low. So I'd wait and see. I'd prefer to wait and see it make some sort of higher highs, higher lows. At the moment, it looks a bit vulnerable. ELO, pull up a weekly. I mean, we could see in the last 3 years, it's just made no progress. And basically it's still, looking back at the last 12 months, still in a downtrend. I don't really have too much to add about this stock, to be honest. It just doesn't look too appealing, doesn't look like it's going to do anything. I suppose what we need to look for is this March low. It's probably going to go back towards that low, and then maybe we could see what it wants to do around those levels. But at the moment, I think it's going to drift back towards that level. Amaero 3DA. So if we have a look at sort of the last 12 months, we could see this big impulsive move up, and essentially it's gone sideways, obviously in a very large range, but gone sideways since then. So it seems like it's got this very large consolidation against this rally here. So longer term, it looks fine. But at the moment, it's still making these lower highs, and we've got this sort of lower low here as well. So it still looks weak for the time being. I mean, as a buy, it really needs to get beyond all these peaks. Otherwise, we need to see it maybe come back towards this prior low and make a higher low. But at the moment, it's just sort of smack bang in the middle of that range. So I think it's too early to buy. And PKS Holdings, so look, very solid trend off the March lows. Not doing anything wrong the way this is trading. We could see that after the most recent run up, it's just sort of consolidating. Looks like just in a bit of a range there. So just another consolidation. So look, I'd be happy to hold something like this. I think if it falls under support here, near 40 cents, I'd be a seller. To buy, I'd wait for it to push beyond these recent peaks, and then I'd be adding to it there. All right, well, that's all for this week. As always, if you have a request, send it through. We'll look at it next Thursday for you.